Here we go!
So I am kind of running a little late with this, but then, when am I not? What's up, Blue Blurs? This is Gamer Blake 90, here to present another episode of my Sonic Colors playthrough series, with which we are almost done, most unfortunately because I was getting started to enjoy this game to the fullest. I guess it wasn't that much of it to enjoy though, because it was quite a short game. So you would think that with 6 acts per world it wouldn't be that short, but there you have it. I don't know which is shorter, honestly, Sonic Colors or Sonic Forces. Maybe we'll make that a question of the day just for the heck of it. Which of a shorter game in length in your opinion? Would it be Sonic Colors or Sonic Forces? It's no question which either game is good or bad, just talking about duration of the storyline, so keep that in mind as you answer the question. Anyway, we cleared every other world except for one. Well, technically except for 2, considering that the last one down there just below Tropical Resort, but that's not till next video, I bet. Instead, we've got the Asteroid Coaster, which has got quite a banger to its music, cause yo, listen to that guitar. Woo! This world looking awfully hardcore, like, I can't tell if that's a pit of acid down there, like the center of the planet, or if it's something else entirely, cause dear god, it looks very daunting. Almost gives me kind of like a, horror feel to it, if you know what I mean. Sort of like the Hang Castle of Mystic Mansion stage of Sonic Heroes, and then there's, of course, Pumpkin Hill, which of course has a Halloween theme to it. Asteroid Coaster is a level I've literally never ever seen in my life, as was the case with most stages in this game, considering that I never finished Colors up until recently, but I think you all get it by now. So, let's dive into Asteroid Coaster and see what's up here. Also, the final wisp of the game to be freed is the purple wisp, and apparently it's in this act. So funnily enough, I don't know what his ability is going to be. We'll see though. Woo! We got that roller coaster breath. And what is that at the very tip of it? Oh my lord. Oh, I can jump out of it and pick up the rings up above us. I thought it was mostly automated. Uh-oh. Okay, thank god I jumped those rainbow ring, because if not, given that danger sign there, we might have fallen to our death. And wow! Okay, this stage is going hard. Like, holy crap, this stage is going hard. And we just found the purple wisp. But what does it do exactly? Is there a question mark sign? Yes, there is. For the Berserker Frenzy form. Oh my gosh! Yo, I've literally never seen this in my entire life, but wow, this wisp is, oh my... Okay, this thing is getting more wild and explosive. I can barely see the screen now. Yo, out of all the wisps I've seen, that one looks the most volatile. Like, wow. So, apparently we use it to break through obstacles like all those blue cylinders we just ran past. Interesting. And that's looking more like acid the closer I look at these falls that are just up above us. Not something you want to fall into. Kind of like on Planet Wisp, which also had acid, which you wouldn't think to be the case, seeing as, did I want to jump? Oh, yes I did, I jumped to the other coaster. But you wouldn't think Planet Wisp would have that much acid to it, considering how peaceful a world it looks, but the more you know, right? Alright, so we're departing the roller coaster here and taking these fans all the way up to the top. There's another route here, apparently, but do I want to take it, or do I want to go down there, is the question. What? Boy? Get me up there. Okay. I'm a little concerned we might be skipping over red rings by, well, I guess we are taking the lower route after all. So that wasn't exactly my aim. There's the robot. That's what I was looking for. The irritating thing about trying to homing attack them is the reticle won't show at all until they're like on screen. If they're on screen, it doesn't seem to want to work. So it makes attacking enemies behind you a bit more difficult than it is attacking enemies in front of you, which I find to be somewhat of an irritation. in the adventure games. I don't remember how to deal with that nuisance, but okay, freestyling time. And there's a red ring, but what in the world? I missed it. Maybe I did have to take the higher route after all to get that red ring. Oh well. At some point we'll come back and pick up all the red rings, because I want to know what happens when you get all of them. Oh, that's right, we can homing attack across these asteroids. Dude! Yo, Asteroid Coaster? Oh shoot, we have anti-gravity. Now we're upside down. Okay, no. I don't want to take the platforms on the left. Those go the wrong direction. I think I want to... No, I do want to take these. Alright, that red ring won't get me where I want to go. Okay, I see. I got a little confused because the layout just dramatically flip-flopped, so I had to get my bearings back. And we're right side up again. What's with that lag? I know one, like a generation of a console that wasn't exactly built to handle like a lot on the screen all at once in comparison to the current generation, as well as the upcoming next generation later this holiday, but even then, I just get baffled whenever stuff like that happens. Oh man! Yo! Are we on Saturn? Y'all seen the rings around the planet? And we're right next to the Earth. The darker side of the Earth at that. You know what? I'm sorry, Starlight Carnival, but I think Asteroid Coaster has you beat in terms of how awesome a stage it is. And, dude, people level clear screen. I think we're on the side of a moon that's got craters all over it, and inside the craters looks a lot like acid. Jeez, it's looking very unpleasant. But all the same, Asteroid Coaster looks epic! Anyway, with the purple wisp flying around it, that signifies that we freed them, and I believe that means we've rescued every wisp there is to find in colors. So now we have all of their abilities at our disposal. That's bound to make things a heck of a lot easier for us. Alright, so Asteroid Coaster Act 2. That doesn't mean, by the way, that you go back over every stage you played and find all the red rings now that you have access to all of the wisps. And at some point, I'm definitely going to do that. Okay, what are we in exactly? Flying battery? Okay, wall jump. Seriously? Come on, Sonic. So what I'm seeing is, if you aren't jumping at the wall at like maximum speed, but you double jump on it instead, it takes you a bit to cling to the wall so you can do the wall jump. Also, what is this? Okay, so when you move in front of those areas with the blue lights on them, they turn red, and the wall itself moves out to push you off the platform. Well, not the entire wall, but rather the part of it that's lit up. I think you all got what I meant, though. But I see a lower section with a red ring, so you know what? I'm gonna be a little daring and go this way instead. Whoa! Bro, I got sent from one side to the other like a millisecond. And almost died there in the process, but thanks to the fact we can do the air boost, we saved ourselves. Barely. Whoa. Wait, hold on. Ooh, I see another red ring. But the problem is, these yellow platforms, well, most of them disappear right away, save for the bottom ones that actually flicker before they vanish. I was a little worried about how I was going to get that red ring at first if the platform just disappeared right away, but thankfully, that last line was not quite as problematic as I thought it would be. So these, piece of the wall moving out of us, they can be used as a staircase, cased in point. And there's a pulley, and there we go! Bro, Asteroid Coaster, dude. And to think it only took me 10 years to finally lay eyes upon this stage. Kinda fitting since Color is celebrating its 10th anniversary later this year. I don't remember when exactly, but I think it was in November? Unless somebody would like to help me get my information straight. Because I hate, being misinforming. Frenzy again! Oh, man! Wow, and the more obstacles you destroy, the bigger this thing gets! Like, look at this! It's taking up the whole freaking screen! Oh! That was awesome. And 3 red rings so far. We haven't missed one yet. So seeing we have all the wisdom unlocked, it's kind of hard to miss any now. So I have a feeling never mind, I didn't miss one. It's right underneath those platforms, but the fact is, I'm upside down right now, so I'm not going to be able to get to it. That's the problem. Well, I guess boosting is the key to getting underneath these nuisances rather than above them? Or I could just run off them. Alright. Where were we at? Well, so much for that red ring. I guess we're skipping out on it. Oh god, not these again. I thought you were playing Sonic Colors, not Super Mario 64. With the one fortress that had a piece of the wall with eyes on them, jutting out at you, trying to push you off the platform. But in this case, if you get pushed off by the platform, that's instant death. Like as soon as you touch the piece of wall moving at you, you're out. That's kinda overboard, don't you think? But hey, note taken. Note taken. That's gonna do numbers on my rank, but I don't care. Let's try that again, no? Alright, got a wisp. There's something to the left of here, isn't there? Isn't there? Ah, this is taking too long. In the words of Sonic, you're too slow. 1, 2. Okay, quick little edit there. Had to step away and do something, but anyway, turns out we're not going to skip over that red ring after all. Instead, we're actually going to pick it up. As it so turned out, I just had to venture ahead a little further, then circle back around to a section like this, and boom, the 4th red ring is in our possession, leaving us with just 1. I'm kind of sort of turning it into a partly red ring playthrough, am I? But I guess it goes to show that I'm eager to get started. Hopefully that one won't push me off. Okay, no it won't. I was honestly very nervous. This will take us up, but to where exactly? Bro, this anti-gravity stuff? I feel like we're inside of a dead egg now. And bro, let me tell you. Dead egg was one heck of a level cause of the fact that it was so anti-gravity. Oh wait, no. That has to be a death pit, isn't it? Because I saw the danger sign come up and was like, That's not gonna do me any favors. But I do hear the gold ring. I had to take a risk. That's always fun, isn't it? We have to go through more of these nuisances before we get to that gold ring. There it is. I like how the rings disappear and reappear as those threats from the wall keep jutting out and then retreating afterward. It's a little bit of a jar in the tail to take note of, but there it is. Alright, give me a moment. Trying to focus while I work this out. Ooh, okay, I see the red ring, but there's just one issue. Yep, if I walk over here, anti-gravity takes hold again, and I end up getting backtracked. So how do I get to it? Oh. By using that area underneath these platforms. Come on. Okay, there we go. And of course, anti-gravity takes hold again. If I have to wait for that wall to move out before I jump off to get the red ring, I could potentially jump back up here. Aha! I knew it! We got 5 rings, now all that remains is to get the gold ring, and we are donezo. Provided I don't get pushed off by these things. Oh boy. Anti-gravity again? That is always so fun. I'm telling you, shades of Death Egg. But there's finally the gold ring. Oh, get out of my way. Ain't got time for you. Whew, finally. Well, that's it for, I think, Asteroid Coaster Act 2, was it? After like 7.5 minutes plus a fail. But I was kind of complaining earlier about how short of a game Sonic Colors seemed to be, so in a way I'm kind of glad for this challengeable level. In a way. I didn't really like how both jutting platforms worked, but we'll take it. So Act 2 is done with a C rank, but all 5 red rings procured. You'll love to see it. And that means we're going on to Asteroid Coaster Act 3, where we'll be using the spike and the cube whisk, because I saw them come up next to Act 3, just as... Hold on! Is it just me, or was I hearing the gold ring? Okay, it might have just been the music. Maybe I am going nuts. Seriously? A red ring above the spike bed? Exactly how are you supposed to get it without... Oh, okay, there it is. Spike wisp. Well, it answered my question. There is the gold ring! So I wasn't going crazy, it was nearby the whole time! But the one thing is... What the hell? My homing attack didn't come out! Dude, what? I know for a fact I input the homing attack. What the heck happened? If there was ever an embarrassing way to die in colors, it would be at the hands of an egg pawn, of all things. My Sonic license is officially revoked. But luckily there's an extra life hovering over there, but I could go and pick up. Oh god, not these things again? You all cannot begin to imagine the heart attack I almost had just looking at that thing. I forgot. The golden springs. They never move back towards the left. They'll always crawl to the right. I wasn't paying attention and I died. Oh my... That's what I was afraid would happen when I went to grab that red ring. These things only seem to activate when you get close to them. But what if I take this? Nope. Blake, what did we just go over? Golden springs do not move back towards the left. They always move to the right only. I did this. Okay, that worked. The stomp came in really handy that time. Of course. That time it didn't come in so much handy. And there was 4 at once. Clearing the distance will be kinda difficult. Especially considering I don't have any boost on hand. I missed it that time. And now I'm not gonna be able to get it. Ha! I didn't actually think that would work, but the more you know, huh? Okay, there's a switch. Blue whiz. Do I want to use that, or... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with Spike Whip instead. Because for one, this is the longest I've ever gone in any level in colors without picking up rings. That's, say, you know, the regular rings. And now I have to go back. Not that I mind, because it means I get to recharge my Spike Whip just by picking up another one. So that works out fine for me. What's down here? Ooh! Another one. But that's not gonna work out too well. Okay, we're going back. That gauge is looking a little low and worrisome. Wait till the last 2 red rings. I guess we skipped over the first 3. But now we have a Spike Wisp on hand. Well, I just learned something. Even when you're using the Spike Wisp, the homing attack is still accessible to you. And you could also spin dash. The more you learn, huh? But here's one glaring issue we've got. The Spike Wisp is about to be used up. Well, it was anyway, but we freed another one. Let's backtrack a bit. See if I can get the other red rings. That was the 3rd one. And there's another Spike Wisp up here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go up this way. Of course. That would be blocked off. But dang! Look at all them rings, though! I really wish Colors hadn't abandoned the tradition where you get an extra life for every 100 rings you get, because otherwise we'd be swimming in extra life by now. Oh, wait. Never mind, we are. Okay, 4 red rings, but I see we're missing 1. I don't care. I'm just gonna finish the level anyway. I have to remind myself, this isn't a red ring playthrough. Let's not be too concerned about the fact. 9,300. Come on, man. I know I spent a couple extra lives, but I am not this bad. I swear to y'all. I'm not this bad. Ouch. 9,300. But on the brighter note, we got 81 red rings total. So it did something for whatever that cart in the shape of Sonic was supposed to do. I visited it briefly while playing Starlight Carnival, but I already forgot what purpose it's meant for. Hadn't really dived into it. But anyway, back to Asteroid Coaster. We're halfway done with it already as we're going through Act 4, and we're running along the rings encircling what looks an awful lot like Saturn. Alright. I don't know how y'all are keeping up with Sonic, but you can forget about it. I need a boost with. Oh! There was a red ring along the rim that I forgot to pick up! Huh? I was starting to think, do I not need to boost enemies guys to hurt them? Oh, I'm about to die, aren't I? I gotta pick up some rings, like, badly. But we seem to be going in circles. Like, is there a switch that I gotta press? Did I seriously try to run to that bad thing from behind? Way to go, Blake. That was very intellectual. And this is worrisome. Okay. Beating that bad thing actually gave me some boost gauge back. The game been going back and forth between giving me boosts for beating enemies and then not giving me any at all. Which I find to be kind of irksome. Oh, I see a switch that I was glossing over the entire time. There we go. And we got rings. Oh, what the? So apparently the objective of this act was to find that switch and it conjures the gold ring. That's quite the interesting level design. Probably the only one of its kind I've ever seen in colors. Somewhat like a mini game. That was weird. Oh, cutscene!
What is this place? Whoa. This is where he converts them into the strange, negative aliens with the freaky energy.
Oh my god.
Oh, there you are. I thought I lost you for a second. Did you find anything interesting? Look at all of them.
Whoa.
He's captured thousands of aliens.
Don't worry.
So Asteroid Coaster is where Eggman's been taking the captive aliens for a long time. And
You'll have to excuse me, buddy.
twisting them into his own minions.
Shut down.
That is unsettling. As colorful a game as this has been, things are getting kind of dark. As much of a comical villain Eggman is known to be, oftentimes you're reminded of just how malicious he is. Because of how bent he is on establishing control over everything. Even those that have lives of their own. And now I remember why I've always disliked Eggman. But hey, if you got a character that you dislike that much, it goes to show that they were very well written. Anyway, Asteroid Coaster Act 5. Where plot development is unfolding. And speaking of unfolding, these things are back. These overheated rods that you can twist using switches nearby. Alright, can I even get up there? I don't think I can now that I'm looking at it. But maybe this can help. Of course, a frenzy whisk could break these blocks. Why wouldn't it? Eesh. Oh, it's not a boost whisk, it's a zap whisk. Laser whisk. I'm already going back to calling it the... Oh my god. Oh, wow! We literally went through a bowling alley, and the badges were the pins. That, what? Do not use me for target practice! So we'll switch it to rotate that little overheated rod right there. Oh my god, come on! I should have just boosted. That wouldn't have hit me otherwise. Give me the Frenzy Wisp. Ooh. And there he goes again. Taking me right to the gold ring. That was kind of abrupt. Alright, Colors, come on now. I kind of liked it when your levels had some flavor to them, and now we're just getting right to the point. Oh well. Woohoo! Shoot! Well, it's one extra life we're not gonna pick up, but that's okay. We have like over 70. We plenty to spare. So we're led with Asteroid Coaster at 6. And then after that, the Boss Act, which will take us to the very last generator. And if you remember from the world map, all of the chains that were initially encased in orange energy, that energy dissipated whenever you freed the world from Eggman's rule, and so it became normal again. This is the last of those chains. So once we break that, it'll take us to the finale of the game, whatever that is. Back onto the intergalactic roller coaster. Seriously though, what exactly inspired this horned design for the roller coaster? Whoops. But that's so weird. Earlier you could jump out of the roller coaster just fine, you didn't die. So, why all of a sudden it's a different story here? Like, I saw rings up above us and tried to grab them, but... now the game's like, nah, sit your butt down or you'll die and fly off into outer space. Holy crap. And it happened again! It won't even let me jump across the rainbow rings! How inconvenient. So I guess we have to sit here and ride this whole thing out. Alright, whoever's working that guitar, you deserve a raise. Alright, there's another coaster we're gonna jump. Huh? What just happened? I jumped when danger sign came up, and I didn't transition to the next roller coaster. This stage is not being entirely cooperative, I gotta say. But at least now I know why it's called Asteroid Coaster. At least now I know. Alright, gonna wait for danger sign to come up again. There we go. Now the transition was done properly. Yo, look at that green glow in the asteroid. Ooh, rainbow rings! Time of style! Time of style! Yo, this stage is so cool. This is so cool. And to think it only took me years to finally experience Sonic! Bro, when I hit the jump button, that does not mean jump to the side of the coaster and fall to your death in outer space. That means jump up to where the rings are. You know, the things that give you life. Come on, Sonic. This is not exactly the finale I envisioned to my playthrough. Don't do me like this. Okay, that time he didn't fall to his death. I gotta say, the controls in these roller coasters feel bizarre. What?! Not entirely sure. Like, see, I was tilting the stick toward those rainbow rings so Sonic would jump through them, and instead Sonic just jumps to the right off the coaster. Like, what is going on here? Sonic? Bro, are you serious right now? And again, he jumps away from the rainbow rings. Oh, and one thing I failed to point out up until now is that every time you lose a life, the timer at the upper left does not reset itself to 0, it just continues. So, if you lose life repeatedly on stages, that can contribute to a bad rank. Sonic! Alright, I don't get it. What am I supposed to do exactly? Earlier I nailed those rainbow rings just fine, but now Sonic just straight up does not want to move towards them. Period. At least it looks like I can do the air dash, because I just hit boost after I jumped off that coaster and Sonic did the air dash, but whether I can get it in the direction I wanted to go or not is another matter entirely. Well, My theory was right, but there's just one issue. It takes Sonic a good number of seconds to actually start turning towards the direction I want him to head towards. You might have already seen that. Like, I had the stick moving in a specific direction, and Sonic just stood there frozen for a full second. Well, not stood, more like wait in midair for a full second, but you all know what I mean. Then he started turning around, and by then it was already too late. Okay. Now, we're getting somewhere. Well, shoot. Your boy is getting bopped. And this isn't a very common sighting when it comes to Sonic games, but maybe I can still do this. There we go. Okay. We're getting somewhere. And anytime another roller coaster comes up, we'll have to be ready to time our jumps so we transition. There we go. Now Sonic isn't going off in a direction that I don't want him to go. That's interesting. But no complaints from me. Do I want... What? Sonic! Oh! Sorry if I go quiet, but clearly this is the kind of section where I will have to focus. Multitasking never was my strong suit. There he is again! Now it's that last jump that's giving me a headache, but we finally got it! Ha ha! Took us long enough, huh? So we have a free fall section. Gotta watch out for all these bad boys because I'm not trying to drop them rings down. I'm finally picking up an abundance of them. Because throughout the entirety of that roller coaster, that wasn't the case. No. I'm not trying to get poked. You can forget about that. Not after all that progress, we're underwater inside an asteroid? Oh boy. Oh! Wow! The bed of water doesn't take up the entire room. Dude, Asteroid Coaster. You just keep wowing me. Alright. Bouncing pins. The bounce will come in very, very handy here, as will the multiple jumps afforded to us underwater. Almost forgot those were a thing. Wait, can we frenzy underwater? Apparently we can. And this guy does not know what underwater physics is. He just moves through the area like there's no water at all. That's crazy. Frenzy! You know, the use of the word frenzy reminded me, there is another stage entry for Sonic that I've got to show off soon. I believe it's called Sonic Frenzy Adventure, I think it was. I've been doing an awful lot of Stage 2020 coverage showcases lately. In fact, the last week, I'd done 3 of them. One was Robo Blast 1, and yes, there was a prequel to Robo Blast 2, as much as it may surprise you to learn the fact. Then there was a mod for Mania called Knuckle Emerald Hunt Mania, and there was another mod. Well, it started out as a mod, but apparently it's meant to be its own fan game somewhere down the line, and that was called Sonic DVD. And man, if you haven't checked out my showcase with DVD yet, please do so. Y'all are missing out if you aren't already. It's absolutely godlike. I need to keep my frenzy gauge built up. Well, I'm not gonna be able to... Never mind, we cleared it just fine. I thought I had to keep it active for the entirety of the time that we were there. Cause you never know, man. Asteroid Coaster has been throwing one surprise after another at me. And look at this! The timer is fast approaching 10 minutes. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, man. So with an anti-gravity field, we have to move inside, and then we have to time our homing attack so we don't touch those overheated barriers. Shades of the big boy. And that thing goes faster and faster. But we got 3 hits. I think that should be sufficient. Man, I'm surprised that thing didn't damage me when it fell on top of me. And there's an exit at the bottom. More like the gold ring. That was a pretty stylish way to finish a level, though. I could appreciate that. I can't say I very much enjoyed the first half of this act, to be quite honest with you, but the latter half made up for it. And man, don't insult my dignity. I know I didn't do too great a mistake, but in my defense, the controls had to be wrestled with. Roller coasters never were my thing in real life, and apparently in video games that holds up. Nevertheless, The way is finally clear to take on the boss at an asteroid coaster. Hopefully it's not much of a headache as the 6th act was. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do myself. I see, but the rocket wisp is to be included with this boss, so it will serve a purpose. To what extent, though, we're going to find out. Yeesh!
You know, I don't
What
like
is this? The
enjoying
egg
my
bleak from
friends
Sonic
in here.
Heroes?
It's messed up, so I'm gonna mess you up.
Wow, Sonic ain't joking around anymore.
Yeah, that's right. I'm stretching. You got a problem with that? I want to be able to fully enjoy taking you
Sonic.
apart without some pulled muscle slowing me down. Okay,
This is
now
not
look.
how you convey a
Of course,
serious
if you wanna
attitude.
run away, please feel free. There's no shame in it. Well,
Sonic!
shame. You guys don't talk much, do you? Fair enough.
Tails, you may need to take Sonic to see a therapist. He apparently hasn't learned that talking to robots dead or alive is not a sign of sanity. Wait a minute! Why are we suddenly back at Starlight Carnival? Well, this is mildly disappointing. I was hoping the boss recycling thing would be a one-time ordeal for, you know, the Planet Wisp boss. And here we are, fighting the Starlight Carnival warship again. Or I should say Egg Albatross and Sonic Heroes. I still think the two are siblings. But there may be some differences, because there certainly were some differences with the redone Big Boy in Planet Wisp, and this wouldn't happen to be one of those differences, would it? Well, I can already see the difference. Those are going to be a lot harder to avoid, aren't they? I can't say I'm really enjoying the second time that I'm fighting a recycled boss, but at least with a bit more challenge to it. A little bit more oomph to it. But as far as damaging it goes, it's the same as before. Gotta reach the main part of the aircraft and then just do your thing with the homing attacks. Now it's going through a teleporter, jumping into hyperspace? I thought you were playing Sonic Colors, not Star Wars. Oh, crap. I'm not doing so good avoiding the bouncing asteroids. But the one thing about this boss that comforts me is that the impact of his attacks doesn't leave behind lingering hitboxes. Although this may be a different story. Alright, those asteroids were just for show, they can't hurt me. But I could sure use some rings right now, huh? Rocket Wisp. Well, I clearly used it at the entirely wrong time. This is worrisome. But as far as fighting this boss, exactly how was I supposed to use a Rocket Wisp? Somebody want to clue me in? That's a rhetorical question. I gotta figure it out myself. Alright. We're hacking away at it. But seriously, what was I supposed to use that Rocket Wisp for? Oh god, I remember this. Ha! If your boy hadn't remembered he could slide under those attacks, he might have been in trouble. Oh my god. The upper half of the Egg Albatross are looking kinda like... I honestly don't know what description I was going to give those, green cylinders on top of the aircraft, but... we'll just go with unpleasant. I know it's kind of a cop-out, but let's go with that. Ah, shoot! Shoot! Shoot, 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 shoot! Crap! The last thing I needed was to lose my rings. Well, guess I'll have to suck it up. I doubt it's at the end of the boss. Yeah, it would be way too lucky for me if it were. Now I have to avoid bouncing asteroids. Whew! So far, so good. Ah! Darn it, that thing barely clipped me. Oh my god! The boost wisp doesn't feel like it makes that much of a difference here. Like at first, you barely move forward at all, and then you start to crawl along the starlit pathway. Oh, now I have to avoid these asteroids, because earlier they weren't moving that close to me, but I had to actually move to the left and right to get out of their way. Alright, clearly I have to save the rocket wisp. Whoa! Look at the wisp icon on the lower left. You actually see Z's coming out of it. Well, come on, dude. I just been picking up rings for sustenance. And in the very last second, that trap comes up. Okay, now it's lit. Do I want to use it now? Huh? Are we in freefall? That did absolutely nothing. I'm confused. Huh. Come on, rings. Thank you. Alright, go in. Smackadoo. Alright, one of his thrusters is gone. That's some progress. The fact there are red lights flashing above it is most likely a clue into the fact that we're almost done. At least I hope that's the case. But I know that when we deal with next series of attacks, we'll have to avoid asteroids again. Or not? No. Come on. Wait, can you actually select which target you're going for when you approach the craft? I'm curious. Okay. We're doing pretty good. We can keep it that way. Okay. Your boy is developing that movement. Practice does make perfect. Oh, crap. I thought we were on Asteroid Coaster, not Asteroid Paintball. Rocket Wisp again. I have no idea how I'm supposed to use you just now, but I guess I'll keep you on hand. Just, do me a favor and have some kind of benefit next time. Is that it? Ha! We got him. We got him. At least I assume so, when the fact that rings are exploding out of his very being. Yeah. Well, now I can breathe a sigh of relief. Fortunately, then we're gonna get yet another D rank, seeing we took like almost 8 minutes straight figuring this boss out. Like, we had part of the formula down for it already, it's just that, much like with the Planet Wisp Big Boy, it came with new tricks up its sleeve. But, all is well now. Well, at least as well as it's gonna get until I go back and start fishing for S ranks everywhere. And a complete S rank run of Sonic Colors. That'd be the dream, wouldn't it? But, what matters is, Asteroid Coaster is done with, much I kinda wish it wasn't, because it looked 10 times cooler than Starlight Carnival did. I know some might come after me for blaspheming against Starlight Carnival, but come on. And it might also be first time syndrome, as I never glimpsed Asteroid Coaster in all my years of playing Sonic. So this was an all-around fun experience.
That was almost difficult.
Almost difficult.
Couldn't have done it without you, buddy.
Thanks.
The complete opposite of Smash 4, where Sonic said that was almost too easy, when in fact it wasn't. Foreshadowing, huh?
But, one that's, less evil than this one.
So, are all the aliens getting free?
Looks like it. Once the power went
Yo,
out,
Tails is the MVP!
hope Yakker's okay.
Yo, we haven't seen Yakker for quite a while, haven't we?
Weapon you were shot with still works.
Not without power flowing to it. I think we're all good.
That's what I like to hear.
Plot twist, the weapon that Tail was shot with earlier is in fact still working. That would definitely throw us for a loop. Whoa! Okay, so you can see, the chains surrounding Tropical Resort are no longer orange now. They're all an astral white instead.
Sweet! The tractor beams are gone. The planet robots are free.
Was there ever any doubt? I mean, really? Great job, buddy.
That was clean. Ah, the aliens are rejoicing.
With all the generators destroyed, we can blow this joint and head home. We did it, dude.
Tail saying, dude, what?
I don't remember you fighting off any insane robots.
True. Well, good job to you on inventing a translator that allowed us to speak to the aliens and figure out exactly what we needed to do so we weren't running around the park looking like idiots.
Yeah, but you weren't already looking like an idiot with all those mistranslations. But hey,
Good point. Either way, we can get out of this.
Tails had to have one over Sonic.
Looks like the aliens are happy to be going home too. I think we're in the middle of a party.
The middle? We are the party. I think we're their guests of honor.
Totally.
Hey, Sonic breakdancing! I guess you ever want to go to an amusement park that's run by aliens. That's one way to go about spending your time there. But it's almost like they haven't realized that we're not done with the game yet. Cause now we've freed all the world surrounding tropical resorts, we are left with just this stage. Oh, a cutscene! If I know I'm gonna be a cutscene, I would have saved it for the next video.
Well, the mind control cannon is full enough for what it has to do. I will have the last laugh.
The last laugh? How is laughing last? Isn't that like being the slowest?
Hey, you know what? He's got a point.
Laugh all the time. People look at me like I'm an idiot. Forget about it.
That's because
You talking to me?
yes, I'm talking to you. There's nobody else here, so I must be talking to you. Why haven't we fixed your voice chip yet?
Yo, quit busting my batteries over here. I've been working on it all day.
What does that even mean? Oh, never mind. In a few seconds, it won't matter anyway, since the world will have only one.
This game goes back and forth between conveying a very dark atmosphere and then not so dark. It's a little overdone if you ask me. Uh-oh. Oh my lord! Yo, this is giving me shades of a Space Colony arc from Sonic Adventure 2, only not as dramatic. Then again, I can't tell what's more threatening. Entire world being mind controlled or entire world being destroyed. Oh boy. Whoa, what? Something tells me that wasn't what Eggman wanted. Now the cannon is blowing itself up. Huh? Oh great, the moon, which is somehow whole again after being split in half in Adventure 2. Sega, continuity issues, do you know what those are? Still, something tells me Eggman's plan hit another snag.
This can't be happening. It's backfiring.
Bodied Eggman.
Yo, what do you mean impossible? Your plans have been crushed by Sonic for like...
Ooh.
He stopped you like it's his job.
Bang, bang, bang.
I can't remember a plan.
No, I don't want to skip the cutscene. Don't ask me.
What are you talking about? He hasn't stopped all of them.
Name one. Thank you, buddy. Hey, my voice, it's back. All right.
There's the sweet sound by auditory processors new and loved.
Now I remember why we changed his voice chip. No matter, I may have suffered a setback, but this thing's far from over. I will crush Sonic.
The man gets an A for effort, that's for sure.
You gotta like Eggman's robotic minions. They actually do keep it real with him. And oh, look at this. A new area map with only 2 acts in a boss act? Ooh. We're headed towards the final showdown, aren't we? Things are starting to really pick up. But that won't be until the next video. Again, aside from the hazard with wrestling with the controls earlier, Asteroid Coaster was a heck of a fun experience. I'm glad to have gotten to enjoy it, and I hope you all did as well. If you did, let me know with your likes and comments, and to keep up my content, hit that sub button and ring that bell, especially now because you are not going to want to miss the ending to Colors, which hopefully will be a good ending rather than a bad ending when you consider the abrupt inversion in Eggman's plans with the backfiring cannon. I can only wonder what's going to happen from here. Also, that robot in the upper left looks sort of like a toned down version of the Egg Emperor. It kind of feels like the Egg pawns were taken from Sonic Heroes, so I think a fair number of Heroes references slipped into Colors, even if they were fairly subtle. But yeah, Colors has been a great game to experience, and it'll be my pleasure to bring you all the ending to this game next video. But until then, I will see you all next time. Until then, peace out, as always. Blue Blurs for life. Take care.